We were just talking about Tulip Time. A tulip never before seen in the U.S. makes its debut in Holland for Tulip Time this year. Eva Gary Cooper explores what happens before the city blossoms.
In no time at all, the city of Holland will be blooming with tulips. But a lot of preparation goes into making that happen. And here to tell us a little bit about that is Andy. Tell me, what takes place? How do you make that happen?
Well, our process actually begins during Tulip Time. We'll evaluate all the tulips along tulip lanes and in the parks, and we'll determine which ones need to be replaced for the following year. And we'll make that list, and then come about the end of May, beginning of June, we'll place our order for the next year's tulips. And they usually come in about the end of September, and we'll begin digging the lanes along the streets and in the parks, and then we'll replace them, and that process will take until probably about the first week of December. Then they go to bed for the winter, and then they pop up in the springtime, come tulip time. There's roughly somewhere between 1 and 1.5 million tulips in the ground, and every year we replace about 300 to 400,000 bulbs.
I understand there's a special tulip. Tell me about something possibly debuting this year.
The company we ordered the bulbs from this year is Unex, and Niels Mulder is the president of the company, and he came to us with a nice suggestion of being able to name our own tulip for this year. And we got together with some city staff and came up with a few names and proposed them with him. And he took that back to the Netherlands and gave it to the Dutch board, and we came up with America's Holland. It's kind of a long process in the Netherlands of coming up with a new variety, and we're actually the only community in the entire United States that has this bulb right now. We planted a big, huge bed of America's Holland down at Window in the Waterfront, which is on 6th Street, 6th and College, in a shape of a big 80 for that. And we just recently rebuilt the windmill that's above that tulip bed down at Window in the Waterfront. So two great additions to that park.
Find all things Tulip Time by getting connected on a link on the community section of woodtv.com. I'm Eva Aguirre Cooper, 24-Hour News 8.
Wood TV 8, connecting with community, supported by our community partners.